Hey, what is up guys? It's BloodZelos and welcome back to the Dual House Let's Build. Yesterday, Andy posted episode 43, so if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to go check it out. But we're back, and today's job is going to be focusing on the basketball court. Now, fortunately, it looks like we're kind of done with the timer. It looks like we're not following a specific time limit. So the way I'm going to do these episodes, I'm going to build for between 10 and 15 minutes, enough to get something done, but I also don't want to be building forever because part of the whole purpose of this series was to keep it short and interesting. So today is the basketball court. Now my first plan here is to go ahead and grab some of these two blocks. These are the two base blocks we've been working with on this house, and I guess I will also grab some of this. That way we are going to keep the theme the same no matter what we end up doing here. So what we have right now is a basketball court that's floating in the air, is not part of anything, and looks ridiculous, and we are going to have to fix that one way or another. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do here is first let's bring a pathway around it, because we can't just have this basketball court sitting here. I can't build over the court with blocks like this for creating whatever I'm trying to create. That would not be very good. So what we're going to have to do is create kind of like a little pathway around the entire thing so that we have room to work with. So we're going to set that as wood 1, which I believe is spruce. Okay, good. And we're going to do that around the whole thing. Now, again, I haven't actually tried any of this, so we're going to have to see how it turns out. But because there's no time limit, I can definitely, keep doing this until we accomplish something. There will no longer be episodes where I get absolutely nothing done the entire episode. So that's kind of nice. I like this. Now, anyways, once we get this done here, what that's going to allow us to do is, well, do stuff, basically. It's going to let us have a little bit more room to work with, because right now we have no room to work with. So we're going to need to get rid of these leaves here. I know my sound's up really loud. I apologize for that. I don't really know. We are going to keep the tree, though, because it looks cool to have a tree here. I think it does. And it's always good to use your surroundings when you're building. Very important step. So we have that going on, and I think we'll go ahead and we'll do it all the way around here, even coming back into this area. Now, I'm not exactly a sports court designer. I don't usually, design these kind of things, so I can't say with certainty that this is going to work, but it is worth trying out. Let's get rid of this dirt here as well. Okay, now the first step here is going to be coming up with some sort of a pillar that we can put on the four corners of this thing that doesn't look bad, that will accomplish what we need to accomplish. Now, this bedrock here is kind of our highlight block, so we don't want to overuse that. We're going to use the polished diorite, because that is our base. That's basically been the base block for this entire build, is the diorite. So we're going to put some diorite there. Now, the one problem with using diorite is we can't use half slabs, but we do have nether brick half slabs, which actually might, in this texture pack, be the same thing. Almost the same thing. They're close enough. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back to the bridge building challenge that I did recently. And we're going to borrow from that here, and we're going to create kind of a little bit of an archway thing. Now, it's not necessarily the most modern of shapes, I will say that. What it is, though, is different. Because what I could go and do right now is I could just build a pillar down, be done. It'd be a great build. Good job. Great work, Alec. You're really good at this. I don't want to do that. That would not turn out very well, I don't think. So we're going to be a little bit more creative here and come up with something like this. Once we get this done, we can go back with our bedrock and we can create some sort of a highlight or a secondary kind of pattern. So now we have that going. Now we're going to bring it down this way, and we'll bring it down. So we're going 2, and then we want to go 2. And then we want to go 3, like that. And this should be giving us an arch, and it is. Perfect. And then we will build it the rest of the way up from right... Oopsies, that's not even the right spot. The rest of the way up from right here. And number 1 most important rule when you're building into the ground: always build all the way into the ground so it looks like whatever you just built has disappeared into the ground. That's extremely important, and a lot of people don't do that. So do that. It's a small detail, but it's really, really helpful when it comes to making things look better. So then we're going to go into all these corners here, and we're going to fill them up, because that will just give it a little bit more of a round shape, like this. Now we can use a little bit of world edit magic here, which I'm not very good at world edit, but I'm getting better. So theoretically here, oh dear, watch this, watch this. You guys are like, he's gonna break everything. Okay, so we can copy that, we can rotate it. Remember last episode when I broke everything? And then we can paste it, and so hopefully it's on the other side now. and it's not because we're an idiot. So we'll just undo that. And yeah, okay. I don't care that much. We'll do it by hand. That's okay. So we're going 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 2, and this is 2, and then this is 3. Everyone in the comments is going to tell me exactly what I did wrong, I know. So, and then this is just all the way down to the bottom. So we end up with something like that. Perfect. Go ahead and put these in, these half slabs again. As long as they're a similar color, it usually works out. They don't need to be the exact same thing. And we end up with this. Need one right there. Okay, so that is one of our supports, and now it's starting to look a little bit better, but that's not enough. That looks pretty flimsy, right? I can't really see that ever doing anything. So we're gonna come along the back here using our handy dandy, well, let's see, how do we wanna do this? We're gonna come along the back on the inside, but I wanna figure out where I wanna cut across. Right there, maybe? Yeah, I think so. And we're gonna bring this up. So we're coming up like that. And every time we get to one of those, the next block cuts over. So it's gonna go like that, and then this is gonna come across like this. Yes, perfect. And then this comes across the back. Cool. So it looks like we're going, I'm gonna try world editing this one actually because I would like it to work. So theoretically, if we have this here, which is just a square, and we copy it from this position right here, copy, good typing, and then we rotate it. Oh, I know where we need to copy it from. Hold on, watch this. Maybe. We copy it from right here, then we rotate it 180. This is gonna work, or I will quit YouTube. And then we paste it. Watch this magic. Boom. Cool, that actually did work. I was a little bit surprised. I wasn't exactly counting on that to work, so. Okay, now what we can do is, let me try, and I don't think I'm gonna keep these, but it's always good to just throw them in there, just to make sure. Because I wanna check before I write them off as not working. It does add a nice kind of end. So maybe we will actually keep those. I think those are kind of important. I don't necessarily like how they line up right here, but I think they are kind of necessary. So the next step is going to be to take what we just did and put it, just for the sake of making this look like it's doing something, we should probably go like that. Okay, so the next step is to take this, and we want to put it on the ends as well. I think we do, even though I will admit that well, first of all, it's a different size, and second of all, it might dig into something important. Let's stand like right about here and see if there's anything down there. It looks like there's not, so we might be able to pull this off, which would be very important. Hello. Okay. One thing I actually meant to do, and I'm gonna do that now though, is I meant to put a layer under this cord, just so you had something to work with. So I'm going to copy this entire thing that we just did. I really hope I get this right. And from this corner right here, and then up to there-ish. Yeah, so I'm gonna copy that whole thing, and I'm gonna move one that way. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, actually. I meant to move one down. There we go. And he goes like, why are you doing that? Well, the reason we're doing that is because I want to take some of this diorite here. I want to start it right here. And, well, let's see. Do we want to use quartz, diorite, or wood? I think we'll try the wood, actually. And I want to set wood in both corners here, and then I want to fill it in. Because that is important. And I think that's all dirt. So I'm going to go replace dirt with wood 1. So I have my microphone right in front of my keyboard, which is why my typing is so slow. Sorry, I meant replace air with wood 1. Unknown command, because I spelled replace wrong. Good job. Yeah, so my keyboard is right there. It's kind of an issue. So that is what I wanted to do. Now, the question is this still centered? And it is. And is it centered on both sides? And it is. It, for some reason, didn't look very centered there for a second, but I think it is. Now we're going to take these half slabs, and I'm not sure I'm going to keep this, but I do want to try running them around the edge real quick. and see what happens if I do that. Now, this is a connected texture, and I always preach don't have connected textures, but this one time we're gonna do it for the sake of doing it, just to see what it looks like. And I'm gonna go with, at least for the moment, I think that is okay. Now, here's what we can actually do though to make that less of an issue. We can delete this right here. So it pushes that in, and then we can delete this right here. And then we won't have any connected textures, because what I'll go ahead and do is, look at that, wow, I am so good at this. Some people are so fast at building, it scares me. Anyways, now we don't have connected, anyways, I'm going back to kindergarten this year. I will see you all there. Yes, so we can bring these all the way around. I would world edit this, but I don't actually think, and I'm probably gonna get this wrong, I'll hear about it in the comment section, I'm sure. I don't actually think you can world edit half slabs onto the upper half of blocks. I don't think that's a thing. It could be a thing. I don't know how to do it if it is. But anyways, that is that. And I may do something there because that is a connected texture, and that's bad. So we'll go ahead though and finish this off. Missed a spot. Finish this off just on these two sides. We'll come back and get the other one later. But now what we have is our basketball court has a little bit of girth to it. It doesn't just look like it's nothing there at all. So now we need to take our pillars, which are here, and I shouldn't have deleted that wool, but I did. And we need to go over here, look straight up, drop that there, pick it up, and we will copy this from, I guess, right here. This is probably a good place to copy it. Right? I think so. Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what'll make this the easiest to paste it later. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, just like that. Now we need to go find the exact middle, and first we need to figure out how many blocks back we were. So we were 1, 2, we were on the third block back, and we were in the very middle. So the middle is going to be where the hoop is, and we want to be on the third block back. So I'm going to put a block right there. That means that when I stand here, I will be on the third block, and theoretically this is going to boom right there, and we have that in place. Now because they're longer, we have a little bit of an issue. So I think what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm going to end up having to build completely new ones here. And don't worry, because there's no time limit, I can get that done this episode, and then next episode we'll have some fun. So I don't know, when I didn't watch Andy's episode all the way through, and we haven't discussed this, I'm not sure if we're allowed to do cuts, because if we're allowed to do cuts, I would actually design this and then cut for a little bit while I build it, because it's going to be a lot of the same pattern again. But I don't know if we're allowed to do that, and I don't want to do anything that we're not allowed to do, because the whole point of this series is to follow the rules so that we're all building the exact same thing. But I don't know. So we're going to do that, and we're going to bring this out 2, and then I guess we'll just go out 2 this way, and then we'll come down like 3. And again, we want to finish it all the way. That's always important. Going to the other side, we have 1, 2, and this is a nice short one. It's going to look like it's built into the mountain, which is very nice, definitely something that we are okay with. And we'll go ahead and do the thing that we did on the other ones. So we bring these in like that, and what we'll do is we'll get this finished off, and then we'll end the episode there. I'll go put it on the other side, then we will end the episode there. That'll be a nice successful episode where we actually got a lot done, and then we'll come back next episode because there's still a whole lot to do on this basketball court, but at least we are starting to get somewhere. So how did we go about doing this? That is the important question. Looks like this is going to start right here. Every time we get to one of those half slabs, we cut across. So like that, I cut across. Now how did we do it when we got to that part? That's another question. Okay, I think we want to do, I don't know, maybe we don't want that block there. Is that true? Because I want to make sure this is matching. Yes, that is, okay. We don't want that block there. This comes across the top, and then it goes down the other side, and that is all we have to do. So right there, and right there. And I think that's about it. We could actually, if we want to be fancy, well, no, because it would go 1, 2, and then it would go straight down, so you wouldn't even know. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put in our half slabs again, like this. And we'll call it good for this episode as I copy and paste. So I'm going to copy and paste this onto the other side. and tell you that next episode, the plan is going to be come up with a way to fix this kind of chunk I'm not super happy with. We're going to connect these two across some way, I think, just to make it a little bit more solid. Then we're going to come up with all of the extras. We need like team benches. We need obviously something so that you don't fall off of the entire map. Things like, or off of the court, so things like that. So that's what's going to happen next episode. Right now, though, we're going to go ahead and copy. Well, no, we're going to have to build it by hand, aren't we? Looks like we get a long episode today, guys. We're going to have to build it by hand because, what do we do? We did 3, 2, 2, and then down, because this side of the mountain is just completely different. So we're going to have to first find the middle. So get out of here, tree, which I just talked about being very important. That goes there. And let's make sure that's right before I finish this. I want to do this quickly. I don't want this episode to last forever. Hey, by the way, I uploaded my VidCon vlog. I went to VidCon this year. I just posted that vlog. If you want to check it out, it's on my vlogging channel. I know that every video I'm like, hey, go check out the vlogging channel. But this time I'm promoting a video instead of promoting the channel just on its own. So that's cool, right? That's super different, and you should totally go check it out. Thanks for watching that. Okay. And if you did enjoy today's video, leave a like. I think it was a good episode because we actually got a lot done in this episode, and that's always really important when it comes to these videos. So if we're doing that, then we're basically going all the way down to the bottom, which is, on this one happens to be quite a lot, and hopefully that's going to look okay. But I want to make sure. I think it will. I mean, yeah, because these ones are just supposed to be a little bit different. So even though that doesn't match the front, the basketball court obviously isn't a square, so we can't exactly follow the same pattern on the front and the back. Now that we have this in place, we have one last step to do, which is the backing, and we will have finished it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy today, and I will see you in the next episode, which will be up. Well, Andy will be posting an episode on what is today? Sunday? So he'll be posting one on Wednesday or around then, and I will have the next episode after that going up on whatever the day after that is, Friday. I guess you'll see me on Friday. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit to watch, beautiful building with me. I'm really sorry about that. Now, I guess we should go do this on the back because it looks like we've been doing that. So I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Let's wonder why my keyboard just broke. Let's stand back. I want to just get a quick look at everything we just did today. But we can't do that until I get these in place, and we're done. Good work, team. There you go. The basketball court is starting to come along and look a little bit nicer. I'm glad we got that done. Next episode, we modernize it, because I will say right now it doesn't look as modern as it could. So thank you so much for watching. I'm done talking for real now. See you next Friday. Make sure to watch Andy's episode on Wednesday. Goodbye, and don't forget to leave a like. Thank you. Bye.